Hey everybody, it's Dave. Just going back through my YouTube channel, and I noticed there were a lot of comments that I hadn't responded to because I had them held for review for whatever reason, and I just missed them. So I apologize for that. They're related to a lot of camping videos that I posted last spring, summer, as my son and I were getting ready to go to the Philmont Scout Ranch, and they kind of fell into two categories that I wanted to address. The first one was, how was Philmont and did your gear hold up? I'll deal with that one super quickly. We didn't go. There was a huge fire at Philmont last year, and it happened about 10 days before we were supposed to go, and they just canceled our trip. They did get us on for this year, but we cannot put together a crew this year, unfortunately, so we're not going to Philmont, which sucks. But we did spend a lot of time getting ready for Philmont. And instead of going to Philmont, we took our crew out to Catalina Island and did the Trans-Catalina Trail, which was a lot harder than I expected and a good test for everything. Have done Mount San Jacinto. I just got back from the Colorado River and done a lot of local camping, Mount Laguna, that sort of area. So I've had a lot of chance to use all this stuff. I have to say pretty much everything held up. The only thing was, after about 4 years, my Fox Outfitters sleeping pad finally gave out, and quite honestly, for 50 bucks, I just went and bought another one. I thought it was such a fantastic piece of kit, and I was really surprised that it lasted as long as it did, and it finally gave out, so I just went and bought another one because it was really good. The other thing I got questions about was my water filtration system. So I want to show that to you because it's kind of changed a little bit from what I was doing before to what I'm doing now. I am using a Sawyer Squeeze filter. No major surprise there. A little bulky, but super, super durable and very easy to back flush. When we were in Catalina, you can see a little water coming out of it. When we were in Catalina, we had to filter some really gross sort of buffalo pond water. Is about the only way we needed water badly. And it got really clogged, and it was really easy to back flush. So I'm a huge fan of that. And I have this little coupling that's on it. And that coupling right there is a very universal coupling. In fact, so universal that if you put it on here, you could just filter water straight into a smart water bottle, if that's what you're using, for example. A lot of people use those. Used them for a while. I'm using a 2-liter Osprey bladder now. I just like the bladder better. So, personal preference. Then, I have 2 of these CNOC Vecto bags. And the reason I have 2 of them is one's for dirty water and one's for clean water. So let me show you the setup. Really remarkably pretty simple. And these things I love. You put the dirty water. Oh, another thing I got questions about. I don't know that I can show you this, but a lot of people have commented that they're not really trusting this little threading there. The blue bag is better than the orange bag. I have had 0 problems with it, and I'll show you how I use it. And it's not been a problem for me, but I understand if you're worried about that. So basically what I do is I take the dirty water bag and I put it on top of the clean water bag, and then this isn't really dirty water, but take water, put it in the top bag, and if I am not in a hurry, you can simply just kind of put the thing on like that and take a carabiner or some rope and just hang it from a tree, and it will drip in there. But if you're in a hurry, you can just always kind of squeeze, filter it down in, and it'll slowly, it's still kind of clogged. I'm gonna have to backwash it some more. But that's my water filtration system. Here's why I like it. Because what it allows me to do, if I have my 2-liter bladder, these are each a liter. So now I have 4 liters of capacity. One of them is gonna be dirty water, and I'm just gonna need to filter it before I can drink it, which is okay. I've only done this once, where we've carried a full-on 4-liter capacity. We were out at Mount San Jacinto, and it was pretty clear we were gonna be in between water for quite some time. We had some younger kids with us. One of them was struggling, and the last thing I wanted to do as a parent in charge of a Boy Scout troop was run out of water. So I just filled up the dirty one, and I put it in my son's pack. My son's pretty strong. He was not the kid struggling. And we put it in his pack, and he carried it. And then we did dip into the clean water a little bit, Never had to go to the secondary one. So I would never, I don't know when I would have to carry 4 full-on liters of water, but I could, which is kind of a nice thing. So anyway, that's my little water filtration system. The Sawyer Squeeze, I'm a huge fan of. It works really, really well. And if you just get this little coupling, again, this could be a smart water bottle or kind of any water bottle that you would, you know, has that same sort of top on it. And you can just filter water directly right into it, which I just think is easier than, you know, trying to aim and squeeze in there. You can also take the top off of a smart water bottle, like the little pop top thing that is like a pour top, and you can just put that directly on here too, which is another way to kind of do the same thing. But I'm a huge fan of that, and it's super easy. And then it just kind of all rolls up in a plastic bag. Fresh water, it's one of those things, kind of important when you're outside. All right, I hope that's been helpful. Leave me a comment below. And if you've got a link to something cool, let me know. I'm always looking for cool stuff and, you know, cool little gear setups and kind of nerd out on all that stuff. So I hope that's helpful. That's my water.